What's up, guys? It's your What's up, guys? It's your manifesting bestie Renee. What's up, guys? It's your manifesting bestie Renee, and today we're going to be talking about the law of detachment, how to remain neutral, how this will help you manifest in the future, and stop you from blocking yourself. So, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, with law of detachment, it's all about remaining neutral and not being obsessed with whatever it is you are trying to attract. So I will give you an example from my life that's happened about a year ago now. So when I was going car shopping, this was my first car. I wanted to get a Jeep 4xe Sahara, and so I wanted to get a brand new one. I wanted to get it straight off the lot. I had a lot of expectations about like my first car, what I wanted to do, down payment, shit like that. And none of it went to plan. I was like so focused on like this one Jeep. I was like, I don't even want like a used one. Like it has to be like brand new. It has to be this particular Jeep off the lot, this color, these seats, da 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 da. But it's completely fine when you are manifesting. Like it's fine to have all those details and stuff, but keep in mind sometimes at the moment you are just not meant to have it. Sometimes the timing just isn't right, and that's what it was for me, because this would have been my first car and it was brand new. It was a 2023, and we all know Jeeps are like expensive, especially when they're brand new, and a 4xe on top of that. So it was brand new. Down payment, keep in mind I was also a full-time college student and I was working full-time, still am. But yeah, so that would have been a lot. I was in over my head, and at the time I couldn't see that because all I was focused on is, hey, I want this car, this is what I want, yada yada yada. I don't really care. And they're gas guzzlers. Like, we all know Jeeps are gas guzzlers. They will take gas so quick, and I'm like, oh, it's fine, like I'll refill it up. Like, I'm not worried about any of this, you know. And I also have maintenance problems. So I wasn't taking any of that into consideration because I couldn't see any of that at the time. All I could see was the Jeep that I wanted, and that was it. So I didn't wind up getting the Jeep, and I was pretty pissed about it. I was like, why can't I get the Jeep? Like, I journaled, I did my manifestation, I did my affirmations, I did a whole ass vision board. I went to go like price the exact Jeep I saw on the lot. Like, I took a picture and like a video of it and everything. I'm gonna see if I can put it in the video, but yeah, I did like a whole ass vision board, yada yada. I did it all right, but it just wasn't the right timing. So I feel like a lot of people mistake that, like, oh, I must have done like something wrong. Like, no, sometimes you literally have done nothing wrong. It's just not the right time, if that makes sense. Okay, so we've got out the way that sometimes it's just not the right timing, and not to be obsessed over these particular things that you're trying to manifest. So let's get into how you can manifest something with law of detachment, is what I did to get my current car that's not a Jeep. So after I was pissed or whatever about like my Jeep, I sat with myself and was like, okay, so you didn't get the Jeep. Like, you can still get it. You just can't get it now. It's just not going to work out with your time frame, your finances, and school. So I was like, fine, I'll get something else. I detached from the opportunity of having the Jeep and just attached to getting a car. I was like, I still want a brand new car. Like, I'm not taking that off. Like, I want it brand new, or at least like not having a lot of miles on it, because when you have more miles, it causes issues, blah, blah, blah. So I wrote down like that I wanted a brand new car, and I really forgot about it. Like, I just attached from it. I was like, it's whatever. Like, it'll happen when it happens. But for now, at least I have transportation to work or whatever. So I wound up going with my parents to the Honda dealership because they were looking into getting a new car, and I was like, why not go? So I went with them, and their dealer was like, are you looking for a car? And I was like, nah, like I'm just here looking with them. And he was like, are you sure? And here's where I couldn't be like, no, like I'm good, thanks. But I was being optimistic, and I was like, you know what? Like, sure, I'll look at something. Like, what do you have? And just as like I said that, and he was talking to me, they had a brand new Honda Civic 2023. They had it come off the truck from the factory directly to Honda. Literally like 5 minutes after this conversation, he was like, I have something for you to see. And I was like, okay, let me see it. And when I saw the car, I loved it. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. It's silver, has like blacked out tail lights and headlights. I'm gonna put a picture in here of my car so you guys can see. But yeah, it was cute. I test drove it, and I was like, yeah, I love this car already. And he was like, do you want it? And I was like, it's that easy. I've never bought a car before. I don't know how this works. So I was like, yeah, I want it. And like we did the paperwork and stuff. And mind you, I wasn't going there to buy a car. So like I had no idea. Like I didn't have the down payment. I didn't have all this stuff yet because I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. And I was like, well, I don't like have like this down payment yet or whatever. And he was like, don't worry about it. Went back to wherever he went, talked to some people, and he was like, no down payment, no payment for 45 days, car is yours, here's the keys. I was like, oh, is this a joke? He's like, no, it's yours. I was so happy. I drove home the same day with my car, and I've had my baby ever since. And I like Civic so much now that like my dream car is a Civic Type R, and that's exactly what I'm getting next. Mark my words, exactly what I'm getting after this Civic. So I feel like this is a pretty good example of like detaching and not being so obsessed about something, because sometimes it's just not always meant to work out and it's just not the right timing. Like I can still get a Jeep, definitely, but it wouldn't have worked out at the time that I wanted to. I would have been in over my head. Like my car I have right now saves gas so much. Like I don't have to fill her up every week whatsoever. If I do, it's because like I maybe like drove to like a friend's house a couple hours away and came back. But other than that, like she was good on gas. It was a better choice overall. And at the time I couldn't see that because I was so focused on what I wanted. So remain neutral. Don't obsess over the things that you want. I'll give you an example as to why you will deflect. So like if a person is obsessed with you and they're like stalking you 24/7, they're on your socials, they're calling you, texting you, always worried about what you're doing, like when are you guys gonna meet up again, just assuming you talk to this person, like they're full on stalking you and they're obsessed with you, you're gonna be like, ill, get away from me, I don't want to talk to you, this is weird. And that's literally what you're doing when you are obsessing over something you are trying to manifest. You're repelling it instead because you're so focused on I need this, I need this, I need it, I need it, I need it, I want it, I want it. More like obsessive energy. And so when you are having obsessive energy, it's just repelling. It's literally not going anywhere, just like this. Like you're not gonna get it. So please keep this in mind, guys, when you are manifesting. Just remain neutral and detach. Think of it like a boomerang. If you throw out that boomerang, you know it's coming right back. You don't know exactly the timing of when, but you know it's coming back. That's its purpose. That's what it's supposed to do. It's going to come back to you. So when you put out your intention on whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, know that it is coming back to you. You don't control the time, the when, the how, the where. It's coming back. That's the universe's job. Sometimes when we're trying to manifest, we put too much on ourselves, and it just makes it worse because we're trying to figure out, how can I get this? How is it going to happen? You don't have to worry about that. It's the universe's job to do the hard part. Your job is just to know that it's coming. And once you can sit with yourself and be like, you know what? I don't know when it's coming, but I know that it's coming. Honestly, it comes so much quicker because the universe is like, now I don't have to worry about you putting all these other intentions out here and making it harder for me to move this stuff around for you. So please keep that in mind. And trust me, like it takes a while. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm still learning myself. Like sometime when I'm manifesting, I'm like, but I need this, and I'm like, wait, detach, be neutral, it'll come to you so much faster. And when I tell you, when I detached from that Jeep, in less than a month, I got this Civic. It was literally less than a month. It was like in March, the end of March, I was like, you know what, whatever, like it'll be fine. I'm gonna get a car. It's just not the right time for the Jeep. And in May, I got my Civic before the end of May. And yeah, so keep this in mind. I didn't want to make this video too long. So if you guys have any questions, want me to go into more detail, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you click on the link that I'm going to attach, you can go to my Insta for a reading or just for coaching and guidance and DM me. And I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.